Hey, how you doing? I had a quick question. We saw a moment in the Raiders game when it looked like the Raiders were downing the ball at the 1 yard line, and Byron Jones, I guess he kind of grabbed the player and looked like maybe he was trying to bring him into the end zone for a touchback. What were you seeing from that play? Did you get an explanation from Byron on what he was trying to do there?
No, it's exactly what he was trying to do, trying to get the player and the ball into the end zone to get the touchback. But, if that player is not working towards that, you can't help him get in the end zone like that. So that's why the penalty was called. It was a good call.
Gotcha. But that wasn't, is that something that's like a teaching point, or was it, did he know that that's not what they weren't going to call that, or what?
Well, it's a teaching point. It's something you try and do, but there's a line of when that player is no longer working his momentum in certain directions that you cannot force them in certain directions.
Got it. Thank you.
Travis?
Hey, Coach, good morning. Yourself, Coach Flo, all the entire staff basically has praised the way Jason Sanders goes about his craft. And, last year didn't really have many misses to experience this. So I was just curious, when he comes off the field after a miss like he had on Sunday, what's kind of his mindset to get himself back to where he is like he was last year, making every single kick?
Well, I think anytime you miss, you just take yourself back through the process. Most importantly, it was a good ball. He struck the ball well. Obviously hit the upright and didn't work out in our favor. So as long as you're striking the ball well, I don't think that's something when you consistently put in good work during the week in pregame and you're not having any issues, you don't delve too far into it. Yeah, you just get ready for the next opportunity.
David?
Hey, Coach. How would you assess polarity in the punting game?
I think anytime you look at it, it's not just numbers. A lot of our opportunities in this past game were in that plus territory. So people want to look at numbers and talk about numbers. My big thing there is, what's the drive start after we get done? If we're downing them inside the 5 or inside the 10, I think in those situations, those balls are good balls. We end up with 3 inside the 20s. We want more than that. I think there's some possibilities of getting more than that, but like any other phase that we're working through right now, and every other player, there's things that we can do better, and we're going to keep striving to get better.
Barry?
Danny, I wondered if you ever say anything to Jason before late with as much pressure as he had on Sunday in overtime, or do you just sort of leave him alone and go through his routine?
Usually not right before kicks. The talking we do is separate from when it's an inevitable opportunity, for lack of a better analogy. But when it's going to come and present itself, by that point he's in his mind, getting his focus, taking himself through his progressions that he would go on before he goes out on the field, and that's not a time where I ever want to get in that space.
And after his rare misses, like one earlier Sunday, do you ever talk to him immediately after, or do you save that for during the week?
No, we talk about it after of what he felt. It's obviously the visual. You're not getting visuals on game day, but a lot of it is how he felt, whether it be how it was off his foot, where his plant foot was, how he felt about his operation. So there's a lot of things to be gained that way. When you do something, obviously as often and as well as a lot of these guys do in their profession and their specific position, they get a great feel on the muscle memory of what it should feel like. So there's always the ability to have some discussions about something.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anyone else have any questions for Coach Crossman? Omar?
I want to ask you about Jalen Waddle. I know we had the muff punt experience a game ago previously, but when you have those kind of moments, how do you get a player to get that stuff out of their brain to cleanse it?
Omar, I think a lot of it's individual, and a lot of the guys at this level, a lot of the reason they're at this level is because they're very, very quick to push those negative things out of their mind and move forward for the next opportunity. And Jalen's one of those players. He'll get plenty of more opportunities, and we expect big things from him when he is out there.